There we are. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David, her ladyship, Robbie, and Stephen? I believe Bassman is not quite here yet. He's having supper, he is. Were he here, I'll be saying hello to Bassman and Basswoman. They might be in earshot, so I'll say that. Take it as said. Now, links. By which I mean a computer link, not the cat. And boom, and bang. Now, this morning, I actually got some stuff done on my kit off screen. I did. Who would have thought? Small stuff, but you'll see. But yeah, so now we're up to, I think, putting the hull together at the end of the day. So yeah, hey David, how you doing? Now, as always, before I so much as do anything, it's coffee time. Oh,
Tea time.
each to their own, man. Each to their own. Actually, oh yeah, I am rather partial to a good cup of tea. I got to say, and once upon a time, that was my caffeine source of choice when I was living at the Martial Arts Academy. And when I went to China, of course, tea. And oh my God, you know that saying, all the tea in China? Yeah, bang on, kids. It's a thing. Now, excuse me a moment. Now, about 20 minutes ago, I put in the that cover thing in the dashboard.
All right.
Let me just hit the focus. There we go. Now, one of the things I'm really impressed with on this kit, I'll need to bring this up to about that angle to really show you well. And you'd have seen this, know this yourself, David, but is look at that. You can tell by the way that fits, it's in exactly the right position.
Hmm.
And all I'm saying to that, all I'm saying, bravo, kids. That's how it should happen. I'm a happy camper, as you can gather. I'm a little teapot. Ooh. Now, I believe my next step, let's have a look at the assembly sheets. I might want to let that settle for a bit longer, but I think I'm going to be good. Yeah, side panels. And then, what they're going after. Okay. I'm most excited about this. All right, let's do it. Side panels. Now, that way, I believe. Let me just pull that back a bit so I can get in a bit closer. There may be little grooves even for them to go into. Oh, look at that.
Yes, there's little tags at the bottom.
Bless their cotton fucking socks. Now, a couple of things I need to consider here. What I might do, because I want to, first there's a little bit of paint at the top there I'd like to tidy up. I want to put a wire in. So now is probably the time, actually. Excuse me again. All right, I'm back now. So now there's a bit of painting I want to do is just here at the top. I'm not entirely sure it's necessary, but you know. In fact, now that I think about it, I think it's probably completely unnecessary. Does that ever stop me? No. No. Gory red, that's the one I'm after. That's what they want. I'm in a very silly mood today. Wait a minute. I'm in a silly mood most days. Now, while I'm doing this painting, I'm going to quickly just pop this over to here. You two come over to here. How's the Bugatti going?
I haven't really touched anything since last night, couldn't But yes, cleaned out her ladyship's car this morning. Done the inside.
Ah,
I was going to do the outside, but the neighbour called me over. So it was an elderly lady to get a bulb. I thought it was just reordering light bulb, but it's actually like a fluorescent tube, but it's shaped like a U
yeah.
to her bathroom. Done it, but it still wasn't working right. I thought
Oh
it might be
no.
the battery thing on it. So so I had to call the landlord's maintenance team to come and do it. And
Yeah.
yeah, I played the dotty old lady role, and I said yes. And she slapped my arm and said, "You're not supposed to agree with that."
Uh,
Yeah,
dearie
so
me.
I got going all right with some of the neighbours. So
It's a good thing.
yeah.
That's one of the things I'm a bit why I don't want to move at the moment, but am having to, as you know, is because I have a good relationship with my neighbours here. And I don't know what I'm moving into. Um, Now, that said, there's no reason why I can't get along well with the neighbours there.
Oh,
Hell,
we've
it
had
might be better, you never know. But it may
unfortunately
not be as well.
there's two houses that changed hands in last month. Um, and the one doesn't really want to know anybody, and we were a bit iffy about her. She's got a kid. Another one in the back. Uh, um, talk to the again. Now I see him, but I gather from the neighbours it's drugs. So
Uh, that can be a messy business.
yeah.
I
So the police have been
mean,
up here a few times.
are we talking about use or dealing?
Use, I think, and uh, when the stories
Well, that's an
he told me,
improvement in the situation because, yeah, if the dealers get you dudes hanging around, and
yeah, we've
if
had
the
a few up
use is
here.
depending on how bad the use is, that's always the big caveat, and how overt. If they're so overt that the neighbours notice, yeah, look, a bit of discretion, people. If they're causing problems, that's fucked. Because some do. I lost a mate to drugs years ago, and you try to help them, but you can't because they've got to help themselves. But yeah, I was foolish enough to move in with him to try and help him out. Oh dear, live and learn. That's all I'm saying.
Mm.
So yeah, your friends or the situation there, you have my sympathy because yeah, it's not cool.
Fortunately, it's all right behind me, so around the back. So,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
my place is like cul-de-sac, but it's a Y shaped, so
Oh,
they're well
yeah.
away from me.
I guess the bigger issue, though, in reality, is other people's problems shouldn't become your problems unless you want them to be. I guess that's your business at that point, but you know what I mean. Sometimes letting a hand is good, but if it's, you know what I mean. I'm sure I don't need to waffle on in that line of thought.
No, I got enough problems of my own without having anybody else putting more on it. So.
Oh, mate, yeah. Well. These are the things. Yes. Yeah. Ultimately. Now that's just that little bit of red tidied up. Now whilst there is a couple of other things that I've thought of that I should actually, what I might also do very quickly in that colour is grab this. Oh, put some on the tire. Well, that's okay. It'll rub off. If I don't varnish, I can rub that off later. Get a toothpick on it or something. Might even do that now. In fact, I will. I found the perfect thing to create the hinge I want to do on the um, above the engine.
Mm-hmm.
One of these brush stems from uh, brush cleaners.
All right.
It even looks right. Now I'm going to need to pretty it up a little bit, but that's all good. That's all good. Oh God, I'll stop right there. Yeah. And I got tape to do that little thing with the canopy.
I had
I'll
another.
do that directly. There we are. That's better. Much happier. There is, and there's another one there. Maybe I'm being a little too. Oh, no. There we go. There was a couple of little spots that had. Where after taking them off the sprue, of course, there's little marks. Can I get this one? I will leave that. In fact, no, we got pretty much. Anyway, where I've trimmed them off the sprue. So I'm just doing a few little tidy ups there. Maybe be a little tighter with that. Still. There we are. No, we're not. There we are. Even more. I think I'm being a little over particular, you know what I'm saying? All right. But that's them done. Now, I'm going to turn the car around. We're going to see about putting that wire in. In fact, two wires. Now, next, turn that around, go around the outside, round the outside. Now, the wire I wish to attach is coming, it's going to be two, in fact, one there, and one's going to come out. Now, I need to have a bit of a gander at, yep, there we go. Oh, wow. Because I used the same paint as I did there and all the rest of it, the what is in actuality the firewall is actually reflective. I'm unsure as to whether that's a good thing or not, because it's not a bad thing. Anyway,
Well, it gets covered.
Pardon?
When you put the bonnet things over it, it covers it all.
Oh yeah, but I'm going to have my bonnets up. You see.
Yeah.
On that topic, let's find a nice strut. In fact, there we go. There we are, kids. This is going to be our hinge. And to that end, there's something I should do with that. Then we'll get onto the wires. And what that is give that a bit of a slapping with some... wait, that's not quite straight. Now, I do have other ones I can look at, potentially. That one is. I think. If I'm having to look that closely, I would suggest it's close enough. You know what I mean? All right, sprue cutters. There we go. Eins. Now, I could, in fact, I shall get this off via the split ring, because that'll give me something to work with when it comes to, because what I'll need to do is put this on the plinth, I reckon. Oh, hang on. Something's just giving me a bit of a run around here. Give me a run around here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Right. Now we can pop them away. I'll be able to stick that upwards thusly, meaning I'll be able to give the whole length of it a good even coat. That's the theory. Doesn't matter. Probably not, because it's going to be hidden anyway. But be fucked. That's just the way I roll. I think I've told you about my favourite... Oh, Bassman's here.
Oh, he's arrived, is he?
Don't know how long he's been here. But, hey, hoi, how you doing?
Oh, taking a nap. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Glad I didn't fall out the boat and I was drowning.
Huh?
I'm glad I didn't fall out the boat and I was drowning.
What's the line I'm looking for?
Hello.
Oh, look, he's fallen over. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
He's falling in the water.
Actually, I heard something of a horror story of that variety.
Uh-oh.
Here, get this one. Okay. There was a few years ago now, in fact, quite a few years ago, we'd be talking at least 10. In fact, I'd say more. There was a pretty brutal shark attack off one of the metropolitan beaches here. And it was unusual in that it was not just one but two great whites involved.
What the shit?
Maybe they were juvies. Young ones might be that, I guess, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
I think it depends on how hungry they are.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it wouldn't be mature ones. They don't really roll that way. In any event, the bigger point is It ended up that I knew someone, in fact, trained someone who was on the boat when it happened. Because what it was, and this is where the where'd he go routine comes in. They were doing. There's a thing they do over here, and I dare say it in the US and in the UK even, where they'll get like a inflatable tire and tow it behind a boat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
were doing that. Guy comes off as you do,
Oh shit.
and they were fucking around, basically teasing him, sort of saying little figure, and he was keeping him in the water, just fucking around, as you might. And while they were joking around, suddenly the water went all very red. There was a whole stack of teeth to be seen.
Damn.
And adds a whole new dimension to where'd you go?
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I got a little dark there. But yeah.
Well, they must have been following that boat for a little while. Thought it was food.
Oh, that's a comment I heard with relation to it was, look, back when me and my mates used to do that, what was it? Back when me and my mates used to put a piece of meat out the back of a boat, we called it trolling.
Yeah.
And you think, well, yeah.
I'll try to
If
find
there's a shark in the nearby area, they're going to find that most interesting.
Yep. I'll try to find a joke there when you said you throw your meat out the back of the boat.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was saying to David how I'm going to use, this is part of a stem of an air cleaning brush. And I've got a whole stack. And they're easy, but this is going to be the hinge. Because that's going to be the perfect color for the hinge. It's even got the little spirals on it. And I'll go, I've measured it out, it'll be long enough to do the job. So yeah.
Clever you are.
If you're gonna do words in the wrong order, you need to do the Yoda voice. Clever you are.
I just can't do it. I just can't do it, Captain.
Reverse speak you must have. As I said before about Yoda, the thing I would really like to hear him say, and in fact, let's not be shy, fess up to, is that when he says, hard to read the dark side is, what he's really saying is, no idea I have.
All right, true story. This really happened when our son was about 7 years old.
Yeah.
And he watched his first Star Wars movie and saw Yoda. And he could talk Yoda's voice really well. And we were just driving down the road one day. He goes, fuck me in my ass, you will not. And I about
I have a similar story, and I think I've shared this with you already. It's pretty funny, involving my nephew. One of them anyway. And he had just seen, or they'd watched Austin Powers, and he'd been up around at the time, and because it becomes Austin Powers isn't particularly something you can't watch with a kid around, you know.
That's true.
It's a bit itchy, sketchy, but you know. Anyway, bottom line, around shortly after that, my nephew had a very upset tongue. And he was traveling in the back in the booster seat, and suddenly this rather acrid aroma
Oh my
has
God.
hit my sister's nostrils, and she looks into the rear vision mirror, and given how calm he was, I assume he was wearing a nappy or something. Either way, but yeah, sisters looked into the rear vision mirror and said, "Bart, have you soiled yourself?" Response: maybe. And you think, nice. For a young lad who's just casually been around when Austin Powers is on, maybe. I believe he stopped short of the, I think everybody at first they were all bland. But
Yeah, baby.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Now,
baby. Holy shit, Batman.
ah, now, that's
My
all that
favorite
attempt.
Austin's power is, do I make you horny, baby?
Oh yeah, baby. He's such a dick. That is the beautiful part, really, isn't it? He's such a dick.
It is.
Uh,
I'm about to watch some of that to reminisce on.
it's something you can't not find funny, I would suggest. That's my take on it.
Yeah, if you don't laugh at it, you don't have a sense of humor.
Pretty much. Now. Next.
What we're tearing up, go.
Wires. Where are they? Here we are. Cable.
Well, the reason why I was running late is because I had a little bit of a late supper because Basswoman was running late today coming home. She tried to burn the house down this morning.
She's an evil woman, you know.
Today,
Or a bare minimum, a wild one. I mean, if she's not bopping you around the head with socks,
I know,
the
right?
thing's ablaze, I tell you. Oh,
What the hell we going to do? What we going to do? Caught the damn rug on fire with the hairdryer. The cord shorted out. Laying on the rug and caught the damn rug on fire.
Ooh, yeah, that's what we bald men call suboptimal.
I have never known something like that to happen before. You hear stories, but to actually happen to you, it's kind of
that is the thing, isn't it?
weird, right?
It's more a thing of nothing ever happens like that until it happens to you. And that's the whole thing with the whole stack of shit. Where you can't imagine how it happens, and then one beautiful, magical day, life supplies you with a learning experience.
Damn right.
Oh, so that's how it is. An example, even I found it kind of funny in retrospect, because I was remarkably calm in the circumstance, and basically one day I lost control I was throwing papers. I lost control on the dirt road.
Oh shit.
I had done a complete 180 and could see I was sliding towards quite a steep decline. And if I didn't, the only thing that might have stopped my slide was a Stobie pole. Facing my, what I thought, imminent demise, all I could think was of all those other people you hear about having accidents, and suddenly I thought, so this is how it happens.
It's in slow motion too, right?
Totally.
Yep.
And it's just until you realize, I mean, obviously, what actually ended up happening, for the record, as I am still alive, it turned out there was a soft amount of dirt. Because what it was, the reason I lost control is they'd recently resurfaced. Of course, when they do that, there's a lot of soft sand by the side.
Yep.
And as my wheels went into there, it stopped me dead in my tracks. So I was spared the rather horrifying outcome that could have ensued.
Well, I will tell you.
I was bogged, but that was the worst. That was as bad as it got. But, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you ever have a blowout in the back going around a curve, it will turn you completely around and throw you into a ditch.
Jesus. A mate of mine who lives in Canada, he and his wife live on on top of a fairly hill, it's like top of a hill, and people are frequently coming a cropper as they negotiate the road because it's quite windy and da da da. And yeah, apparently it's quite common for him to. Excuse me a moment. There's a blemish on that. What the fuck is that? Please tell me that's not paint.
I don't know where the hell this piece goes.
That's Null oil, I reckon, from when I spilt at that time. I can fix that. Anyway, and yeah, he's frequently having to go get people out of the ditch up there. I mean, he doesn't have to, I guess, but he chooses to.
Yeah, I was heading to a curve, and my back passenger tire blew out.
No.
Curve, yep. It slung me all the way around, heading the other direction, and threw me into the ditch. I was able to get out, and I weren't about 2 miles down the road from my house, so I drove home on the flat. I went to the store to get me a couple of beers.
I bet.
You didn't need those.
What'd you say?
I said you didn't need those.
No, I didn't. I didn't have any drink. I never made it to the store. Because my tire blew out.
That would be pretty scary, though.
Oh, hell yeah, it was.
Come here, you. This one's not cooperating.
Man, I tell you what, since the trees are blooming, all the birds are out in full force. We've got a mockingbird that sits on top of our Bradford pear tree every day, hours on end, just singing, because our mockingbirds are like, y'all have what they're called lyre birds in Australia.
Yes.
It's kind of funny how y'all are called lyre birds and ours are mockingbirds.
No, ours are called lyrebirds. Lyre.
Yeah.
And the reason is because of their feathers. It goes out, looks like a lyre.
Don't they mimic other birds as well, don't they?
They what?
Don't they mimic other birds as well?
They can mimic other noises to a ridiculous degree.
Yeah, that's how mockingbirds are.
Over
here.
Yeah. I was going to say, so have you gone and tried to kill that thing? Sorry, yeah, couldn't help myself.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I got
these little kill a mockingbird.
Kill a mockingbird.
Anyway, point being, lyrebirds can actually. I haven't seen this, but I saw a David Attenborough thing where he illustrated or showed this. They can actually mimic the sounds of chainsaws nearby.
Oh,
and other
shit.
similar noises.
That's
with
cool.
remarkable efficacy. And the thing being, oops, there's more one over there. Yeah, when you see them making their noises, and so they can do numerous ones in a string, sort of a thing, and will do.
Yeah, that's how mockingbirds are.
They, it's quite something to see in operation.
Well, what's really
And
go ahead. Oh,
Mike's gone.
Rob, come back. You can blame it all on David.
Rob's to come back. I'm gonna dribble shit. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. Anyway, truly, to me, the thing about the lyrebird, that aside from the impersonations and stuff, is the whole feathers. The feathers, when they're fully laid out, are quite spectacular. And just worth checking out all of their own.
And aggressive mockingbirds are. I don't know if lyrebirds are, but mockingbirds are really aggressive.
No, lyrebirds are pretty sedate. They mind their own.
If they have a nest and a cat or dog goes by, mockingbirds will dive bomb them, attack them.
Seriously, they got a bit of an attitude on them, you reckon?
Yes, sir. I've witnessed it, watched it. My dog has been attacked by mockingbirds.
Wow.
Yep, it's hilarious.
Actually, there's a bird over here, noisy miners, which sounds like either of a group of unhappy coal diggers, or alternatively, perhaps a rambunctious group of kindergarten people, noisy miners.
There you go.
But in this instance, it's a type of bird, and it is fucking aggressive. Or they are because what they'll do, they're one of when they attack, they basically don't back off at all. There is no concept of retreat. It's just attack, 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 attack.
Yeah, that's how mockingbirds are. Absolutely.
And it's like, what are you going to do about that? You're just going to fucking just
We'll take it like a man.
And the other is that sometimes they'll attack in a group, and you got and the other birds that they attack, you've got no chance at all.
Yeah, the ones I see them attack, they don't. I even chase crows. A bird that's 3 times the size of a mockingbird. These mockingbirds will chase and fight and attack them in flight. That's amazing.
The mockingbirds, to my understanding, are incredibly maneuverable.
Oh shit, yeah, man.
Because they're quite a small bird in actuality.
They are. They're nothing really.
And it's like anything. A fighter aircraft is far more maneuverable than a bomber.
Yep.
It'll outmaneuver them and fuck their shit up.
That's a very true scenario.
At bare minimum, fuck their shit up.
They don't question every move.
Oh yeah.
I lost the damn headlight cover. Son of a bitch. I had to kill my cat.
Now, once I've got this next wire in, I'm going to give you a zoom in. And then I believe it's side panel time. I'm most excited about that.
And you're using airbrush pen.
Do what?
You're using an airbrush pen for a hinge.
Yeah, I'll show you. This is the.
That's like a duck collar.
There we go. That's it.
Oh yeah.
You can see it's going to be.
That's a paint regulator for slides through it, right?
There we go. You can see how that's going to operate quite nicely as a look. The hinge is meant to be chromed anyway, so I mean, I've hit that with some chrome paint, but it gives the look quite well. It's going to be mostly hidden, but it'll do the job.
Perfect.
That's the bottom line here. That is the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold says.
Wait, I'm just thinking bottom line. There's got to be some sort of gay joke I can do there. Bottom line for you. Oh dear. You can tell I spent time working at a gay bar, can't you? Now
Well,
I'm better off making this too long rather than because it wouldn't be completely taut anyway. So it looks like I'm looking at about 2 centimeters. I don't mind if it's a bit loose.
2 centimeters and a bit loose.
Pardon?
2 centimeters and a bit loose.
Just a little bit loose. And after that, after I get the side panels in, I'm going to get the. I'm going to make the canopy. I've got the tape ready. So I can get that done while the side panels are drying for a bit. Although I don't think it's going to require. Now, at some stage,
Damn it, man.
I'm going to have to make. I've lost my clear parts. No, that's not.
Yeah, and
that
I've
big a
lost
problem.
I lost a headlight bucket. I'm big.
Now, it's not that big a problem in this instance
No, get out my ass.
by virtue of it's only 3 things, and they're pretty easy. And I've got a circle cutter for the headlights. I'm actually going to want you to put that to use. Pardon?
I said, I almost got reamed out by my dog.
Ooh, that's never good.
I had to get on the floor to find my headlight bucket. As soon as I bent down, it's
I
like
need to be longer.
old Mother Hubbard been over.
I need a bit more than I sliced. It's more than 2 centimeters. I measured wrong. I know why it's okay. Because it's a bit inside there. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's try that again. I'd go closer to 2.5.
Shoot, bloody
Someone can measure that. Yeah. Just gonna have to guess.
And I tell you what, since the bass are in pre-spawn, some guys are catching some rather large ones. I read last night a man in California caught one that was
right.
almost 17 pounds.
How much?
17 pounds almost.
Jesus,
A
that's
large one.
huge.
Yeah. And then there was another one caught that was 16 and a half out of Texas. And a guy in Montana caught a 54-inch, almost 45-pound pike. That's kind of like an alligator gar. They're kind of similar, but they're not. You follow me? They got slender bodies, real bony.
Yeah, I've seen and I believe I've seen footage of a guy dropping one, and it actually taking the opportunity to actually bite him. And it's funny because
They'll never take it back.
but you hear him go, "That hurts, man." Because of course his mates are laughing at him.
The biggest pike I ever caught was about 5 pounds. Now that I have a local pond here by our house.
Yeah, right.
That's where I caught my 10-pound bass out of. I mean, I tell you what, this day and time, you know, it ain't fishing like it used to be when I was fishing. They got all this sonar and all these,
Yeah.
you know, all this gear where they can 2D to fish and see where they're at, how deep they are, and even watch their damn lure go down.
I believe the line I'm looking for is fishing, Jim, but not as we know it.
Hey. Yeah, when I was fishing it, it's called catching because you weren't really fishing. You were hoping you catch something.
Chris and I have toyed with the idea, and we have thought this is something we have entertained the notion of, but we've also come to the conclusion of at what point is the investment either A, unnecessary, or B, just straight out excessive. We've toyed with the idea of seeing if we can get a remote control boat or a drone or underwater drone or whatever with a depth sounder or whatever it is that they do where you can do the scans and see what's there.
Oh, sonar scans.
Yeah. So we can start doing seeing are there fish in the area, where they are. We've toyed with this idea. We have.
Finding sunken road beds and drop offs and see if there are fish there. But whenever I found
we've toyed with the idea, we haven't followed through on it. The other part is costs.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They can get rather expensive.
Oh, to say, yeah, that's a very significant
understatement. You spend as much as you want. But
I mean, if I was if I was cashed up to the point where, well, such costs were simply not an issue, I might. But even then, really, it does get a bit seriously. Really, do you think it's that necessary?
We went off. Go ahead, Doug.
Why didn't you do the Paul Hogan way of fishing? Stick a dynamite over.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's face it. And there are dudes who do that, of course.
Oh, there is.
And well, I dare say some of them would be like Cletus.
I always liked it by word of mouth. You go down to Sharon Harris, which is a reservoir here.
Yep.
That's where we live at. And you go over there by this patch of trees off there's a cove right there, and you'll catch some of the biggest bass. And these people fishing these Bassmaster tournaments and all that's going on actually right now.
Yeah, right.
They that's what they bet their on is finding them fish so they can catch the biggest. There's actually a guy that won a tournament, Bassmasters in Tennessee, I believe it was, and he got arrested and put under the purse was $10,000 cash for whoever brought in the largest bass. Well, he caught the largest bass, but he stuffed it with weights to make it weigh more.
Oh, busted badly.
Yes, sir. Well, they cut that bass open and seen there was 3 new weights.
Oh, yeah, your fisted son.
He was fucked.
Oh, yeah. Hostile, and rightly so. That's bullshit.
And look, now, it was a $10,000 purse, and it was $20,000 bond.
Serves him fucking right.
Yep.
I believe the line is good enough to a nicer cunt. Now, what I did there was, you can actually see where I put in some wires. That the white's just the crystal clear. That'll dry. But you can see I've got wires because in a Merc the battery would probably be under the driver's seat or something silly like that. Hence the wires there.
Yep.
Yeah, there is no battery in the front.
Yep.
When I did the proverbial Google foo, they said, yeah, under the front seat. So that's why those wires are there. When you look at the pictures of a 540k engine, that's where there's wires.
Yeah, some of them were in the back seat. Some of them were in the boot.
Yeah, stuff like that. But either way, that's how it seems to roll out as a... now, there's a little bit there I've noticed I'm going to need to do a bit of painting. Give me a moment.
I understand. Times are tough on everybody right now,
One thing I've noticed already, and you're going to be going, yeah, well, this is a universal, and it is. I've already seen the price of petrol and gone, dear God, I'm glad I filled up. I'm down to just over half a tank. And the price of petrol is brutal already, and I'm thinking, do I just
Yeah, it's right here now.
fill up again at that point, figuring it may go worse? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what when you said she paid $3.39 a gallon here this morning. She had to fill up her car. And luckily, she fills up hers on the company card because she drives the car, for work.
Okay, well, that's yeah, for
That
the
helps out a
company
little.
car, that's a fair bit more helpful,
Yeah.
but it still falls broadly into the category of we all know the line. So whack, let's get a little more comfortable.
I think I saw where in Las Vegas is almost $4.50 a gallon.
Jesus, that's
Over
huge for
California.
you guys, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, I saw a thing because I think you're aware I follow politics very closely and all the rest of it, and mostly I follow UK, US, and unsurprisingly Australian politics. I digress. And obviously that does involve being aware of and geopolitics generally. Anyway, but there was an interesting one on CNN, and they were saying this is really damaging. They showed this basically the figures on how much this is damaging Trump's popularity with voters.
Oh, yeah. It declined tremendously.
And I gotta say, and bearing in mind what I've said about how closely I follow politics in general, I cannot recall any political leader from any country who has ever been as unpopular as he is now.
Yeah,
And that's a big fucking statement.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
In
Yeah,
the
they put
An
UK,
impressive
same.
feat.
Was that note?
UK, there's quite a debate on how popular the leader is. I think it's mostly his chancellor. What she's done. The Labour Party always thought it was supposed to be for the people, the
Yeah.
workers, but they're stripping the pensioners and
Yeah, right.
through, and so
Well,
it's
here's
not very
something.
popular.
No, it's something you can consider with that, I've got to say, is okay, the Labour Party, for you, Bassman, the Labour Party roughly equates to the Democrats. They're supposed to be the more progressive party that does stuff for the people. No use of the word supposed to be, or the phrase supposed to be. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore.
No.
Anyway, or at least it's only a few who do. Amongst the Democrats, I'd say probably Bernie Sanders is probably still pretty much of that sort of mindset.
Yeah.
Anyway, for all the good it does him. But yeah, anyway, the big giveaway for me with regards to the British Labour Party is the party of the people. And who's leading it? Sir Keir Starmer, a lawyer. You think, yes, I can see how a knight of the realm, cashed up to the hilt, would have a great understanding of what it is to have the struggles of the everyday person. Fuck off. You know?
Man, our Congress
Really?
is like nipples on a man. Why? They're worthless. They don't do nothing.
Well, look, they should have done a whole stack some while ago, because there's been every opportunity to do all manner of stuff that they could have done about all manner of things that I could go waffle for hours on. I'll spare you. But They have shown themselves to be the most ineffectual, pointless body of individuals
Mm-hmm.
on the fucking planet.
Yep, and the people keep bitching and complaining about it, but they're the ones that keep putting them motherfuckers back in office.
Well, I
Letting them
remember
run
seeing there was
and fucking in office for them.
there used to
Fucking
be
20
there was a very popular
years.
piece of local graffiti that I was rather fond of, and so were a lot of people. Aye!
I heard that. Didn't
What
sound
the
good.
fuck came off? Oh, cunties. Stay cool, Rob. Oh, okay. I have. Ay, Columba. Knock this out. Now, where's the fucking dash go? Oh, fuck me. And if somebody says maybe later, well, we'll see what happens.
Bend over and
Okay, this is it. How the fuck? Okay, let's stay cool. Now, I did feel something hit my leg. I think it's gonna. I'll find it because it's quite a large part, of course. But
Shiny.
I don't know.
yeah,
You all go.
look, I can't spot it quickly. There are other things I can get onto in the short term. You know.
You didn't hear that.
I would prefer. You've gotten something past me there verbally. I'm on to you. On the topic of verbally, Ross.
You didn't hear me.
Here we go.
I'm gonna do a Bart Simpson. Dope.
That's Homer.
Yeah, that's it. Here we go. Maybe not. Let's see what we can find in the. All right. Here's a whole stack of bizarreness.
Oh, that's
Blanket hornpipe, the amorous congress, i.e., fucking the blanket hornpipe,
what?
to blow the groundsels, to lie with the woman on the floor. Dear me. These are definitely Monty Burns-isms. Now, I'm gonna actually have to stand up and see if I can spot this. I think it's probably gone completely off the table. That's a guess.
Careful you put your feet.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, sage advice. Now let's have a quick look over there. Not spotting. That's a bit annoying to say the least, guys. Now, I wouldn't have thought it had built up such spectacular tension in the.
Well, David, where did you sneak off to yesterday when the stream was right there ending? Me and Rob were serenading you.
Yeah, you
Came back up, he disappeared. I just popped in to get like their mug of tea, and when I came back, it was gone. I thought, hang on, it's not quite. Have I missed an hour?
Nah.
You got going all now.
This is very inconvenient, guys. I can't find the bloody thing. Aha! Okay, this is just a inconvenience, but it's okay. It's okay. That's okay. Come on, let's get this back into position. Now.
You were serenaded. Thank God I wasn't here.
If I'm going to do that, I might as well. And what's more,
we're saying, David, come back.
Off the,
you can blame it all on Rob. We were wrong. We're showing our models without you.
Of course, what it's also done in this coming out as it's dropped or removed the pieces of wire I had in position.
Damn it, man.
That's a bit inconvenient, but that's okay as well because I know where they are, just there. We'll need to get the car out of the way for the short term, or at least the main body of it. It looks like I won't be getting the hull on today. What a pisser. That's okay. What I do want to do is the canopy.
You ever see those places you were talking about? Look at.
I looked at one, and there's another one I'm looking at tonight. The one I looked at was quite nice in some ways, but the inherent problem was it was just a little bit too small. Is the reality given all the stuff I have?
Yeah, you don't want to be cramped.
No, you don't. Now, the place I'm looking at tonight, I like the looks of for a lot of reasons. One, good amount of space. Two, nice garden area. By which I mean it has not only a like a area that I could use for entertaining. It has an area that I could use for growing.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh yeah. If it's big enough to take all my stuff, and from what I've seen, yeah, boom, 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 boom. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Now there's another place I've done. The way they go about it over here is you put in an application first, and then you can decline the application if you wish, sort of a thing. Now I can, but another place I've got's nice enough and big enough, or the carport's big enough that I would be able to consider potentially setting up a training area for myself.
Oh, that'd be neat.
That would be fucking kick-ass. What it is it's very long, and because of that, of course, it can give some really quite spectacular options that I can see. The backyard is largely concrete, but that can work for me when I've got lots of pot plants.
Okay.
So I'll have to work out, but yeah. Now, canopy.
If you get a long-term contract to stay there, perhaps you can get permission to take it up and replant it soil.
Well, there's a
Or
few, yeah. These are the options as well.
Or make raised beds on top.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that'd probably be the better route to go right there. Yep.
yeah. Now,
Don't go away.
here we go. Tape that does not have a pattern on it. Now, let's see how wide we go. Oh, that's pretty good. Now, again, I wouldn't be able to go one shot the whole way, though. I don't think I'd want to. All right, first up, get our big scissors ready.
Yep. Take it.
Come here, you.
Yeah, I'll fix to start building a deck on the back of the house since our pool's gone. Trying to decide whether to get a hot tub We're kind of leaving it up to our son to decide.
Yeah, right. I can tell you what your son will decide.
Yep.
Everybody wants to have a fucking hot tub, man.
Well, it'll be less expensive than getting another pool, that's for sure. And plus, we got in it maybe once a month, all of us together. Because Bass Woman, she's cold natured and the water has to be out fucking 100 degrees for her to get it and enjoy it. So, yeah, I'm talking smack about you.
Ha!
So I'm having to get in, vacuum it out, and keep water nice and clean. And so,
Yeah.
it's kind of a change,
Now I'm going to do a few different pieces here. I have a theory in how I'm approaching this. The first one will go just around the inside.
Round the inside, round the inside.
Inside.
A lot of the directions make things look so simple.
There we go.
And a hush goes over the crowd.
And there we go. Round we come.
I think my car's going to have one horn instead of two. Oh, man.
Right. Now, what I'll need to do is a little bit of trimming. The idea is this is going to be the inside area here. And then I'll do the other part round there. And down there. Now, what I might also want to consider, we'll worry about that in a minute. All right.
So you got swimming today, or was that yesterday?
Swimming today. Swimming today. I'm rather looking forward to that.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because, well, I like the exercise.
Oh, you're still there then.
Ah,
Right.
I miss. No, I can't play with you right this second, buddy. Man, I tell you what, my dog is long haired and short hair because of his breed. And man, I tell you what, since it's warming up, he's starting to shed.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Last 2
yeah.
weeks, I have vacuumed up enough hair I could have made my own Wookiee family.
Ah.
Chewbacca and all his family. Thank God for a hand vac and a pet roller. Because I'll leave the room and I'll come back in here and I'm like, son of a bitch.
If you could find a useful purpose for pet hair, you'd make $1 million.
I mean, I'll tell you what, I'll take him outside every day and I'll brush him. And I'm like, I don't get like nothing off. But he'll come in here and we'll keep a blanket on the couch for him. And
yeah. And it gets covered.
hey,
Yeah.
why do you do this on purpose, Nugget?
Yes, they do.
I think
They
you're right.
deep down. You see, here's the thing. Here is the thing, man. Oh, here's John. How you doing,
Good.
man?
Hey, John.
Everybody thinks that dog's a man's best friend. Yeah, nice try. They've got us wrapped around their fucking little paws, and they know it. And they put on this goofy dopey sort of like, oh, I don't know any better routine. It's all part of the master fucking plan, man. Don't let anyone fool you. Yeah. I've been onto them for some time.
Yeah, I
Them
saw
and
that.
their feline overlords. They're the true powers behind the doggy power.
They are.
Everybody says it's the dogs, but ultimately, no, we all know that whole dogs versus cat thing is purely for show, purely to make everybody think that they aren't in league. They are.
Man, I tell you what, this son of a bitch, when I go outside and come in the house, he expects a treat. When he stays in the house, he'll go in
Now,
there, he'll go in there and go to a street box and look at me like, all right,
the
you went
question
outside
I
again.
pose to you: who's trained who? Eh? Answer me that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. He's got you cold, mate.
Yeah, I think you got a point there.
All right, there's the first part on.
We keep his treats in one box and his bones in another box because he gets a bone every morning when he goes out and he'll go do his business. He'll shit and he'll come back in. He'll takes a bone, not a treat. And if you give him a treat, he'll spit it on the floor and wait for a bone. He's like, no, that ain't right. And every day when Bassman comes home from work, he gets a bone from her.
Ha!
Yeah.
Now, on the topic of dogs and bones, there's a great AC/DC song, "Giving the Dog a Bone."
I've heard of it.
Yeah, except as you can gather, the dog they're referring to is not canine.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing that's particularly good about the song, in my eyes, is that when the solo kicks in, AC/DC have got another song called "What Do You Do for Money, Honey?" Oh no, it's the other way around. They've got two songs. There's "Given the Dog a Bone," which is pretty much, as you can gather, about, well, giving the dog a bone. And but they've got another song, "What Do You Do for Money, Honey?" which, again, pretty sure you can join the dots.
Yep.
And the big line or the thing is that when it comes to what do you do for money, honey, when the solo kicks in, yeah, that's done to the tune of "Giving the dog a bone." The riff changes to that. Yeah. We all know what's going on there.
Yep.
One of the great lines out of "Giving the Dog a Bone" is, "She's using her head again." I see.
Oh, Mother Hubbard went to the cover to pick her dog a bone.
Oh yes, that one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's a classic. I remember there being a Mad magazine thing with nursery rhymes, not sexual ones, but basically if they were to do with medical insurance. And one of them was, there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children that when she called the medical practitioner, he said, "Have you ever had," and he gives this whole list of different things, "or any family member This is whole. You think, yeah, that's pretty
Damn.
much the question that comes, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So far, this is actually looking pretty cool. Because I mean, it's got wrinkles in it already, and I've got a couple in there as well, but that's okay because it also adds to the effect. I've still got to do a bit on the side, but it actually could probably get away without doing those bits on the side just for convenience. There we go. So yeah, like
Oh
there's
yeah,
a couple
yeah,
of
man. That's nice.
on the side there, but I can probably get away without doing that.
Yeah, it turned out good.
But the actual bulk of it, there we go.
Yeah, that looks natural.
So I'm pretty happy with that one. Now, let's see. I'm at the point where I should probably do the boogaloo.
The boot
Now
scoot.
tomorrow is Friday, so I get probed and manipulated. And so I'll be on early again.
Make sure you carry your lube.
I'm going to. I was seeing about getting some stuff done on the whole off camera. I'll get things back in so as we can see what else we get up to tomorrow. Now,
No.
solo time for you, good people.
So
Mm. Okay, we'll start with you, Bassman. Give me a moment to grab a seat.
seat, front row seat, sir. Front row.
Ah. And boom, there you go.
I got the grill, like
Nice.
got a little light
Very nice.
done. Got the back bumper on it. And actually, it counts for
Right.
putting all these pieces on before you put the chassis in it.
Yeah.
The light's done. But that's been a kind of a trickster this evening, getting the grill in and getting it painted up. Use panel liner to darken the grill out.
Cool.
And that's what I've been working on.
All right, David. How are you traveling?
Had a load of these come today. It's actually clear
Look at
plastic.
that.
It's clear plastic.
Ah, is that for
What is
making
that?
windows?
So I cut a piece out so I can make a windscreen.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
nice.
So,
Yeah.
And I've
So what-
is the chrome won't let it stick. So hopefully that'll hold it. So,
Yeah, that's from the Mercedes, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah. I'm going to face the same situation, having lost my clear parts, but let me know how that rolls out for you.
So,
All righty. Well, that's us done for today.
So they got
Thanks
your
everyone for watching.
they
We
got
do
your clear
appreciate
parts
it.
and David's.
You what?
They got your clear parts and David's. Your
I
windows.
lost mine. Fortunately, when it comes to the headlights, I actually have a circle cutter. So I'll be putting that to use. And that's something I inherited from my mother. And all I can say is score. Now, anyway, point being that yes, first-time viewers, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And follow, like, or subscribe. Now, tomorrow we'll be back. I forgot to ask Bassman, how are you feeling today?
A lot better. It's clearing up. It's about gone. Basswoman's got it now.
Sharing is caring. All righty. She doesn't seem to think so. All right. In any event, we'll be back tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. We'll catch you good people then. See yous.
bye.
Adios. Hasta la vista, baby.